Good morning, Coach. Congratulations on making it to the state finals.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Tell us about the series you guys just got through. I know ACA's got a great baseball team. You guys won the first one, then you lost the second game, then came back yesterday and won. Just kind of give us the highlights of what happened during that series.
We knew going into it that the chances of it being a 3-game series were very, very, very high. We were fortunate to win game 1. Had some key hits, and the Sparks kid for ACA threw a heck of a ball game. We were just lucky to get some key hits at the right times, and we turn around and Crow beats us in game 2. He's a heck of an athlete. But our kids were resilient, and we came back yesterday, and both sides knew what was on the line, and both teams competed really hard. I give a lot of credit to ACA's kids. They kept fighting, and we were just fortunate right there at the end to get a big key hit. We had a kid we pinch hit for that give us a single to put us up 3-2, and then Thomas Langdon hit a double, scored 2, and just a lot of good things that went our way.
Coach, tell me this: you win game 1. And I guess you threw your ace, Thomas Langdon, if you have an ace, if you guys do it that way. I was assuming you probably throw your best guy first. He's going to Shelton, so you win game 1. What is the mindset going to game 2? You're going against Crow, who's going, to Alabama when he's through playing. Do you throw your number 2 guy, or do you throw your 3 or 4 guy, and then knowing that you may have to come back, where they're going to have to throw their so-called ace or one of their better guys, then it'd be hard to beat him maybe. So what is your thinking there when you decide who's going to pitch game 2?
We felt like in game 2, we've got 3, 4, 5 kids that we've got a ton of confidence in. And a lot of our kids on our staff are lefties, and we ended up going with a righty and the Chapman kid, and from a 2-3 standpoint, don't know if there's a difference in them. One of our kids is righty, one's a lefty. But, we knew that regardless of who we threw in game 2, they were going to hit him, and we knew we had to hit their guy. And credit to them, they pounded out 8 runs on us, and we were unable to score 2. But, at that situation, you're trying to win 2 ball games as quick as you can. And, our kids had a little momentum. They were up and everything, and we felt like that the way that the matchups were going to probably, had the potential to turn out, that was the best. That was the best scenario for us, was to throw another right-hander.
Yeah, Dad.
Catcher-wise and pitcher-wise, 2 are really important. Do you have guys that come in and want to be catchers, or do you have to take somebody that you feel like has the physical ability to be a catcher? What do you do there?
The catcher is a special part on the field. A lot of people don't realize that he's involved in everything. And we've got a kid that we took early on, and he worked for a couple of years, and didn't get to play anything with university baseball, and he worked in me in Ridgewood, and he's a tough kid. Those guys are different back there, because the majority of their practice is blocking balls, receiving. And just, they're dirty every day. But I've been fortunate here. We've always had some really good catchers. But I'll be the first to tell you that guy's special behind the plate.
Yeah, he's a
good one this year in Ridgewood.
That's the reason I asked the question. He's a kind of a different mindset, isn't he? The guy behind the plate. I think he is. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking with Jonathan Pate, the head baseball coach for Gordo. Coach, what are you guys doing over there in Gordo? Gordo is a small community. You guys are excellent in so many of the sports over there. Football is really, really good. You guys have been really good in baseball. What is going on in Gordo that makes these kids such good athletes over there?
I think it starts off in summer. We have a really good workout program. Coach Ryan Lawley does a great job in the weight room with them. But it starts in football season. We encourage kids, and I'm not taking anything away from one sport kids, but we encourage kids to play football. It's the mental side to it, the mental toughness that you get only on that football field. And, Coach Lawley does a great job with them. This group of seniors we've got, they were in the semifinals in the 10th grade, in the semifinals again this year, just never could, just breaks didn't fall their way. But, we have a huge amount of support from our community, our administration, and the kids have bought into it. And this community expects to win, and the kids expect to win. Each year, and we tell them, we're not practicing for mid-season. We're practicing for the tail end of the season. And the kids approach it that way, and we make that practice as tough as possible, so that when they get in those situations, that they don't lock up on you. But we've got a great group of kids, and not just this group, but groups in the past that just mentally tough kids.
Well, you guys have created incredible culture there. You can just tell, and I think you're right. I like kids to play multiple sports. I think kids are trying to specialize so much. I heard Urban Meyer say, I want to go watch a guy play ping pong. I just want to find out how competitive he is. Tell us what lies ahead for Gordo baseball next week. State championship in Montgomery. When, where, who we playing? Tell us about that.
We're going to play Piedmont. They won it out of the north. I talked with Coach Dearman this morning, and talked to him in the past. He's out. Piedmont. They got a lot of kids just like what we have here at Gordo. They're going to be tough, competitive, and he does a great job with his guys. And I told him, it should be a great series, because we're a lot alike from kids' standpoint. But we'll play Monday, 7:00 at Riverwalk Stadium. And then we'll turn around and play Tuesday, game 2 at 4:00, and then the if game will be Tuesday night at 7.
So Thomas Langdon, will he get the ball the first game?
We're not going to go to Montgomery without giving it to him.
I got you.
He's going to get it, and the Herring kid that threw yesterday was just a phenomenal, performance. He had 3 pitches working in the zone, and he's a gutsy kid. If you've never got to see Colin Herring play football, it's worth driving over here to watch him. I've told people before, if he was 6'4", they'd probably have to lock him up on Friday nights because he'd end up hurting somebody.
Well, I know Byron, so luckily Thomas must have got his athletic ability from his mama, because Byron he's not an athlete at all. But tell us before we let you go, Wagner Team Sports, one of our great sponsors. I know they outfit you guys with your uniforms. They do a great job for you, don't they? Coach?
They do an awesome job. Byron obviously is here every day, and if we need something, we just tell him, and usually he'll have it to me that day. They do a good job of not just ordering stuff, but having a lot of stuff in stock that you can get as well.
Well, Coach, good luck with you.
Thanks,
we hope to have
luck.
you on after being state champions next week. Once you win it all, we'll have you back on. So good luck to you, and tell the kids we're proud of them.
Thank you very much. Thanks for what you guys do. Thanks for sports.